Blech. Just set this sucker up. This. Go. Okay, we're good. There we go. Oh man, it's nice to be here, guys. Oh, I always look forward. Whenever this stream goes on, just know it's a monumental success on my part. Getting myself to this point where I can sit down and relax is just, it's just a big win. Then I saw, do I talk to myself? Yeah, well, it happens. Yeah, hopefully I don't say anything too important. I've made a bit of a mess of this table. I cracked out a load of models to do AI shorts, but I've made a bit of a mess. I got a bit carried away with it. Let's use some shelving. Let's pop these up here because we should get them also varnished. But let's clear a bit of space with these guys. Oh, man down. Yeah, you can see he's down. Just if you could just... Oh no, someone else is down. No. Bear with me, guys. I will get this sorted out. Ogre, Termagant, just go there. Some of these guys need to get finished, and then I need to sit down and varnish, not on live stream. Good enough. Right, papered back down so that the camera will focus on me. Cool. How are we doing? Then I saw the servitor. Speedy. You got that done. That's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. My one's going to be slightly different pose when I finally get around to it. I'm hoping to assemble it this evening, actually. I'm going to do a little bit of assembly stuff. Let's get the blue tack out. Ah, yes! There we go. Sitting down. Lovely. Let's just get this blue tack on before I become self-conscious. Good. So how are we doing, guys? Let me know how you're doing. Let's get some conversation going. That's why I'm here. Have a little bit of a chin wag, do some painting. Twitch. They make you glue it as well. Oh, that's cheeky. There was a bit of an uproar here when you couldn't just take the sprue. You had to. They make you snip it out of the sprue, but gluing it as well. No, they don't. Hang on a second. No, they don't, Venno. Because last year in November, I went to the UK for a little holiday, and on my journey, I stopped off. On one of my journeys, I stopped off in Salisbury for a few hours. And I went to the Salisbury Games Workshop, and I didn't have to glue it. I was just allowed to unclip it. So, what Games Workshop are you in? Have they imposed a rule that just them are doing? Interesting Interesting point there. It's not every GW that's doing that. Okay, right. Let's decide what we're going to paint, I guess. Right, the trick is to just start immediately. That's the trick. Well, maybe because they're closer to... maybe they're closer to the head HQ that they have to adhere to different rules. That could very well be it. That's my theory on the matter. Oh, you went in the evening. How did that come about? How did you manage that one? Oh, well, that's good. That worked out well because you're pretty down. Well, not down in the dumps, but you seemed a bit disappointed that you couldn't make it. Oh shit, where's my knife? Hang on, I need my knife. There's a bit I need. Oh, it's right here. I'm pretty sure I missed one of those bits on one of the other ones. Let me just do a quick check. No, that's fine. That's fine. No, okay. What's new? Come on. What's going on? What's goss-wise? Shall I give you an update of what's happened in the last 24 hours? On the old Warhammer fronts on this end? You want to hear it? I can give you the news. I mean, it's very specific news to Warhammer stuff that I've discovered. It's not like the main news. You know what, screw it, I'm going to give you the news. Right, this is what's been going down. So, I discovered in my local area that there's a discounted box set of the things that Ven's paint. No, not Ven. KS is painting. What are they called? Goremongers? Yackles. There's the big box with those in, and then the Marines that have gone a bit demony. What are they called? The corn ones. I don't know what their names are, but if they had Terminator heads, I thought they might look a little better. So I noticed that. They also have sale at, unfortunately, at the full price. There's still one of each of the battle forces. So the Krieg, the Votan. I got to clean that up. That's too much of a splash of gold. Yeah, so I found that there's still one of each of those available, including the Tyranid one. But at 200, it makes each Tyranid model in that box €40. And for a Neuro Tyrant to be 40 and a Carnifex to be, a Screamer Killer to be 40, that's a bit of a jip, frankly. But they have the Votan and they have the Krieg as well. So I noticed that. The person I bought the Crux Terminatus box is selling a second Crux Terminatus box. So I was thinking of putting in a bid for that. And he's selling the starter set for Kill Team. And the only reason I get that is because I think I could get it for a steal. How much is it retail is the interesting question. I don't know how much it is new. I don't think it's terribly expensive new. But I'd like to know the full price so I know how much to bid under. So there's that. I discovered that. What else? There was other stuff as well. GW are offering some little token prizes if you spend a few hundred with them. But it's just like metal dice and a gaming mat and a dice mat. So like it's not worth paying GW prices for such small goodies. 70-ish. Oh, right, okay. So, yeah, he's not currently selling it for much of a discount. But if not, I might put in an offer for just the Terminatus box. Maybe. I don't know if I'm being greedy. I mean, that's a shed load of Terminators. But, yeah, who was it? Who was it, Venno, who said yesterday? Was it KS who said you can always have more? Gold. This bit. Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not even that keen on the Kill Team box. Like, I don't particularly want Ultramarines and more Nurglings. But in saying that, I did say that I want to paint Rebooty Booties. It could have been you, Venno, actually. And I haven't painted any regular Nurgle Marines in the new paint style. They're all the old greener ones that I did. So maybe I do want it, you know? And I've already got 3 Ultramarines with the Ultramarine shoulder pads fanciness on them. So I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know what terrain you get in the starter box. Is it it's cardboard terrain, isn't it? Isn't it really crappy terrain? Like just little put together cardboard pieces of structures. Yeah, what's the terrain like then? Is it plastic terrain or cardboard terrain? I have a horrible feeling it's cardboard. It's cardboard. Okay. So that changed things a little bit. But I also remembered when I was in the shower today that it doesn't really matter about a second Crux Terminatus box, really. Because realistically, what would I do? I would sell the Chaplain, the Ancient, the Captain. So, but I mean, if I'm getting it for 127, that's already knocked off about 40 or 50 off the price. So there's that. But then I forgot about I remembered the Goblin stamps. And I feel like that's a real game changer as far as upping the painting game is concerned. So I'd like to get that, I think. I think that would be better for channel funsies, you know? So I'm thinking that. What else did I discover? I think that's about it in the past 24 hours. Oh, I found a bargain. Some Terminator parts. New Terminator parts, including shoulder pads, which I'm missing on a few Terminators, and a few assault weapons. Well, some lightning claws and a Thunderhammer arm. But that was I managed to get them down to €15, but that's what, 23 when you add the fees. So I didn't buy that in the end because I have 20 in my account, and frankly, we're a bit tight this month post Christmas, so I might not be buying spare parts just yet. I'll wait for the Terminatus box to arrive first before we know what we need. For all I know, I'm going to get an extra shoulder pad in that box, you know? What? What would be nice? Because what I need to do, I need to. Oh, that's channel related, but not really. Well, it's news. So the other thing is, I've got to combine hobbies, right? And I've realised that this year, since New Year's, I haven't actually played any games. There's the tower defense game I've played on my phone, but that's just so I don't keep watching nonsense short videos and totally waste my time. So that's to wean me off those. But I have to combine. I've decided I'm only going to play games when I'm recording or able to record. So that's combining those two hobbies together, because I can't just sit down and give a game loads of hours. I can't do it. I got to combine hobbies. I got to do hobby squared or hobby cubed in this case. So there's that. So I decided that I'm not going to play games unless I can record them. What else? That's it. Not terribly exciting, but it's exciting for me. That's where we're at. Yeah, I'm leaning Goblin stamps for the end of the month. I reckon. I'm hoping it's a game changer, especially for shoulder pads. Hey, Samu. How you doing? I think that you are new, Samu. I get a new vibe. I get a new vibe. Typically, the people who come on and say hi like that tend to be new. Not always. Gold, gold, gold. Ah, there we go. There's some in there. Yeah, I think it was a high and buy. No follow up there, which is fine. High and buy is a phenomenon on here that you do have to just accept. It's nothing personal. It's just some people are high and buys. I wish Richard was on here so he could let me know if he passed on the blue tech tip. But we might not see Richard again. That's the other thing as well. That's something that's a bit fickle. Not fickle, but flippant about online friends. Is that they just vanish. They just vanish. People you've known for ages, they just suddenly disappear one day, and you just have to accept that. That is just part and parcel to it. That's why I make a point of saying hi to people, saying, like, if I don't see you again, mind how you go, take care. Because sometimes I get a feeling that they are just going to vanish. And, we had a little conversation. That was nice. So, it's important to wish people well. Beaky. Mark 7 helmets for my Marines because I hate the Primaris ones. Beaky, I tell you what, yeah, Primaris ones, they're not amazing. They're not amazing. It's true. They are not amazing. The Beakies on the Horus Heresy models, which I have right here by my feet, which are, I think, the ones you're talking about. These Beakies. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these. I stuck some of these, I had some extra ones, and I stuck them on the Scout body. The Space Marine Scout body. It was a free mini last year, and I stuck a Beaky head on it. There's something about it. It's got a nice feel to it. So yeah, I do like Beakies. I'm glad they came back. Oh, Megaforce, man. I tell you what is an amazing helmet, actually, on the subject of Horus Heresy helmets, that I absolutely love. So, oh no, I dropped something. I dropped a model. Let me reach into my Christmas assembly pile. So this is what. Yeah, look, see this Ultramarine? He's got like raised Ultramarine logo on his shoulder. I've got 3 of those, and I was like, they could be with Rabute. And that's why I was considering the Kill Team box. But if it's cardboard terrain, I might be better off getting something else. What have I dropped here? Oh, it's my Lictor. No! Okay. Oh, this is a lot just to show this armour. Ugh. Christ. Okay, there's my Lictor. He's okay. He's alright. So, the Horus Heresy box where you got these like little mini baby tanks, I absolutely love. The Marines, I really like their helmets. So if you have a look, you see that? Now this little sensor bit was on a big stick, so I snipped that and brought that down, but look at the helmet and the armour. I really like it. And I also realised that these shoulder pads, see them with the little ingrate bits, and on here you've got a circle. I was like, hang on, that shoulder pad, you could definitely kit bash some of those Tau Marines that they made for practice, Like they look like Marines, but they're not. You could fit a Tau logo on that shoulder, and you can do their crap Marine, clone Marines. Did you hear about those? I like the idea of humans as Tau auxiliaries as well. I just like the idea of Tau auxiliaries. just in general, frankly. But yeah, those helmets, I really like those. I know what colour I'm painting them, but they're pretty nice. They have, yeah. Some Imperial Worlds have joined them. But I like that you can just kind of like make up your own aliens. Oh, Venno! I know, KS was talking about his spawn proxies in Discord. They're amazing. But yeah, Tau Auxiliaries, I like the idea of Xeno races or like minor races that you can just clump together and make them into Tau troops. I like that a lot, that idea. It's a lot of good kit bashing options. What am I missing? Ah, there. Oh, Discord pictures. What are those guys? Oh! Yeah, that's that Knight dude. Yeah, that Knight dude's helmet is amazing. They've come off a treat, they have. What's with the coloured background? What's with the turquoise background, then? Ah, I can't leave that. That's too crappy. That's too big a miss. Well, they didn't join. No, they didn't join. In fact, there's a nice little story about a captured Marine. I think it was a... what's Korax's faction? What are they? Raven? I think it was a Raven. But anyway, what he did was they had him in prison and they were trying to break into his mind. They were torturing him. And then, like, what they did was they got a bunch of psychers, I think. And they kind of all got into his mind. And what he did was, whilst they're in their mind, he was like, "You're coming with him? Coming with me?" And he stopped his hearts and took them all down, like took them out with him. So they're just in his brain. He stops his hearts whilst they're with him. But these weren't Marines that changed. They weren't. What they were is they got some material and they basically tried to replicate them. So they were like, for training, they looked like Marines, but the Marines that fought them, they noticed that they performed nothing nowhere near as well regular Marines. The Tau were just using them for training purposes, but they looked like it, but they weren't in any way, shape, or form good. So hi Noah, it's what, 5 a.m. for you? Yeah, like a poor like Temu Marines. Temu. Is it Temu or Temu? Yeah, cheap knockoffs. But still, a nice little bit of lore, that. I like it. 4 a.m. Well, another hour before you turn in, if you're sticking to your routine. We say Timu. Well, Finland is. We say Temu. So I kind of mix between the two. So I should get, yeah, Temu. I don't know. Both feel just as fine. Just fine in my mouth. Okay, Noah. Best of luck to you. Temu. Let's go Temu. No, no, I've not lived in the UK since when did the financial crisis hit? What was that? 2008. So by 2010, I was like, I'm not staying here for this. I can see where we're going. It's going to go badly. And unfortunately, I've kind of been proven right, which I don't like to say. And it's not me being smug like I told you so. I felt the financial squeeze, and I was like, you know what? I'll be better off somewhere else. So I went and volunteered as a carpenter in Spain for a great many years. But in no way, shape, or form a good carpenter. I'm art school carpenter, which means it will look all right, but I will hide my mistakes, and I will make random shit up whilst working with the wood. But yeah, that's a true story. That I was just already tired of living hand to mouth. Ironically, I still am, but I'm a lot happier. Go figure, eh? Go figure. Still the same financial circumstances, but much happier. Exactly. Look at these cardboard shelves. Look at this beautiful stuff. Cardboard shelves. Would you like to know then? So woodwork requires a bit of space. It requires timber, requires tools, and you generate a lot of wood dust. So not so good around the old kiddies. I don't have any of those. All my tools were in storage in the UK, and when I finally wanted to get them shipped over, a lot of them had mysteriously disappeared. So I think my dad had been dipping into them. So I wasn't going to cause a scene about it. If he wanted to dip into them and use some tools, they get used. And it's my dad, so I'm not going to kick up a stink about that. So, but you do need space. But the good thing is I've got a friend here, and he does some woodwork. His kids are older, and he does some woodwork on his balcony. And so I kind of indulge my woodworkiness through him. Like I kind of go and talk to him about his projects. And you know what's really nice? It's really nice to hear someone talk about something they're into. And it doesn't really matter what it is, but you know how people kind of light up when they're talking about something they're really interested in? You can hear it. You can hear it and you can see it in them. It's really nice. I really enjoy that. And it really doesn't matter what it is for me. I get the same enjoyment with whatever they're talking about. Less than 3-hour flight. I live in Helsinki, so basically I hop on a train and I'm at the airport. And then a flight. Does it matter where I arrive in the UK? Because the airline I use connects Helsinki to Gatwick. So I'd fly into Gatwick. It's really quick. I could, if I left my house right now, I could be in the UK in 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Because you've got to have like waiting time at the terminal and stuff. And well, you don't have to have waiting time. Yeah, I get to the airport 2 hours before my flight. So yeah, it's really not that bad. Yeah, it's really fast, Noah. It's not a real issue. The only issue is the price. I've only been back to England twice. I've only been back to England twice for 2 weekends since 2011. One was my younger brother's wedding, and the other one was last year, which was my mum's 70th. And that's the only 2 times I've been back in the UK. I'll tell you, the last visit in November was a bit of a jolt. Because stuff just works in Finland. It just works, and it's very matter of fact. It's like, okay, we need this to do this, so it does this, and I like that a lot. But when I went back to the UK, I was kind of shocked just how run down everything is. Yeah, it was kind of sad, really. Everything feels a bit beat up. And as soon as I arrived. As soon as I got out of the terminal, there was 2 gangs of guys just screaming at each other. Like, 15, 20 guys in each gang right outside the terminal arrivals. I was like, what have I walked into here? Yeah. So Noah, you're US, right? Clearly. So it might surprise you to say I don't know how to drive. I've never owned a car. I've always lived everywhere I've lived. I've always lived in the centre of the place, and European cities are built around the horse and car and the pedestrian. So you kind of can just walk everywhere. So yeah, but America, the distances are astronomical. But it's something I kind of like the idea of the open road. Like you're just sitting on a straight line road for like 4 hours. There's something about that really appeals. I don't know. But I've never been to the States. I've been invited. And I might go. But I don't know. The country intimidates me. I'd like to think that Americans in general would like me. But I don't know, sounding the way I do. I would hate to think that. My concern is that I'd speak and I'd be accused of taking the mickey. Why are you putting on that funny voice? Or I don't know. Maybe it's just paranoia. Yeah, I've got other reasons for not liking cars, but I'm not going to get into that here. But I've got pretty good reasons for not liking cars. Yeah, and do you know what else kind of surprises me is that all of the technology and the bits and extra bits thrown into the cars. If I got a car, I'd want a car to just be a car, like push pedal, go, put in petrol. I don't need screens and screens and screens and all kinds of doohickeys and monthly subscriptions in my car. I just want something that will go and stop. That's what I want. Oh, okay, so it's totally in my head, Noah. Well, that's reassuring to hear. There's an old brush hair in there. I can sense it. Where's my tweezers? Rather not here. Well, let's continue and see if it rocks up again. I just, I don't know what it is, but my internet just wants to scare me all the time. And one thing it scared me is it showed me there was this Ukrainian girl who got on a train, and she just sat on the train. Like I've done, a million times. And then the guy sitting behind her, just decides to stab her to death. It's horrendous. And that kind of thing worries me, but with guns. Because I won't be carrying a gun. But it just, I don't know. Clearly I've got a very warped perception of the US. I really want to go is the trouble. I really enjoy, like, every American I've met, I've got along with. And one of my good friends is from America, so I don't know. I kind of want to experience like the culture because it's similar but not the same. That's what I like. Like American, there's a lot of countries that have the similarities. Like so, America and the UK are close enough in morality, in culture, in language, that there's similarities, but we're also completely different culturally. In like the nuance, and I like the idea of that. So that's kind of the thing. I like that, and it's the same with any country I go to. I want to experience the differences, the different culture. It's why I like talking to people who aren't like me in the slightest, because sometimes you get a nice little insight into totally different worlds, and I like that a lot. New England. Everyone's mean in New England. Oh no. We had a shooting 2 days ago like 45 minutes from where I grew up. The trouble is, it's called New England, so I kind of feel like I want to get on a boat from where I was born, which is Plymouth, and rock up as near to Plymouth Rock as I can in the US, and then visit New England. That would be one of my first stops. Well, the San Francisco thing, I hear petty crime's kind of high. And I remember seeing something about there was an app that you could get in Helsinki that tracks where human turds are. Because it's such a problem that they've started tracking where they are in the city. And like open air drug market might have been thrown around a bit. Is that still an issue? Or was it even an issue? Did you, Noah? So, truth be told, our ancestors, your ancestors set off from where my ancestors like to hang out. Crazy, huh? But yeah, I was born in Plymouth. Lovely place. But sketchy alleys are where all the fun's at. If going down sketchy alleys is a thing where you will get done over, then that to me is a little bit of a failure in society. If you can't go to certain places, then government's dropped the ball on that one. I'm glad I'm not in charge. If I was in charge, crime and punishment would be way more severe as a deterrent. Yeah, there'd be much harsher penalties. Probably good that I'm not in charge. But yeah, I wouldn't. I don't like crimes on people, like mugging, stuff like that. You know, kidnapping, anything that's crime on people. Crimes against corporations, I'd probably be a little bit more lenient. Like if someone was stealing from their work to feed a kid or something, I would be a little bit more lenient on that, depending on the circumstances. But if you're going to mug someone, or you're going to attack some other person, the punishments would be severe. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's... Well, not... There's... I mean, over the time I've been here, there are a handful of places that aren't so nice in Helsinki and have gotten a little bit worse. But even so, Helsinki's very safe. It's incredibly safe, in fact. It's... Yeah. And the sketchy places, it's only 2 or 3 places in the city. Yeah, Grex! Yeah, I would, yeah. Crimes that hurt other people, that are just going about their day, yeah, the punishments on that would be really high. Yeah, if you wanna hurt someone else, then bad times for you. Yeah, so right to bear arms. I think, yeah, it's if firearms are freely available and someone can get their hands on a gun illegally and decide they're going to walk into somewhere and shoot up the place, then you just got to arm everyone, because only the nice people are going to adhere to the rules and not get illegal firearms. So you up your schooling of everyone. You train everyone in firearms, and then the nice people will be trained in firearms, and they can prevent such things potentially. Thanks, Grimdark. Grimdark Seaside Studio. That's quite a name. I need to know first which seaside. I've always lived near the sea, so I'm very curious which seaside. And studio makes me think that you have a YouTubey thing of some sort yourself. There's a really awful bit of sprue there that I really want to get out, or at least partially clean up. Ah, Blackpool! Ah, man, how is Blackpool doing? Once a thriving tourist town, my kind of place. I am a self-proclaimed bacon sandwich man. I don't want fancy holidays. I want a bit of Greece, and too much lager and some sun. That's all I need. So yeah, Blackpool. Ah, yeah. But yeah, I hear Blackpool's got some tough times on the seafront there. Oh, then. Sorry, Grimdark rocking up got me thinking about networking, right? I signed up for Instagram, like you said, and it's already annoyed me. Because I signed up for it and I didn't want any recommendations from anyone I know socially. I just wanted to use it as like a tool to meet other people who paint models and ideally sponsors, right? And so I spent about 10 minutes deleting all of the recommendations, all of the people recommendations to me, because I was like, fresh slate, just people who paint, potential sponsors, that is all I want. And I spent 10 minutes, I navigated 2 pages, and they spat all the same recommendations at me again. And I was like, you just didn't listen to me, did you, Instagram? You didn't listen to me at all. And it bugged me. And I was like, I could be doing something else at this time. No. American. Okay, I'm a big fan of my meats and my barbecues. American barbecue does look brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, would love to try that. So I've never tried brisket. I've seen brisket on a screen and it made me want to eat the screen, admittedly. So no, I haven't tried that. Haven't tried it. No, I don't have to follow them, but I just didn't want to be spammed with them as recommendations. That's what I was trying to do. But why do I... when Noah says he needs to try brisket, it feels like, you know, when he needs some milk, he needs some brisket. This man needs 10 cc's of brisket stat. Oh, I always talk of brisket. I'd love brisket. I know I would, without a doubt. Just throw a load of brisket in a barrel and let me roll around in it. that would be amazing, I'm sure. That's an image. It's Chaos Terminator. That's Chaos Terminator. And then we have up here, we have regular Terminator. Admittedly, not one of my better painted ones, but it's their work in progress. We have a Chaos Sorcerer in Terminator Armor. We have another one I'm completely stuck on. I hate this paint job so far. Terminator Librarian. Don't know what to do with the green on the face. Don't like it. We have a Terminator Chaplain. There we go. Awesome model. Absolutely beautiful model. Still stuck on that one, but I think I know what to do with that. And then we have up here, we have, admittedly missing the weapons, but we also have the Saturnine Terminators, which are absolutely stunning. I love them too much. They are absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to get the magnets to get those guys sorted out. They are horrendous to build, though. They're a really big job to build. Yeah, it changed my life. Yeah, it's true. I actually dropped a load of weight, so I think I could afford to squeeze in some brisket. I dropped like 13 kilos last year. So I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, I'm running my own race. Exercise, you're running your own race, guys. You know, my favorite catchphrase, as I keep liking to say, is I'm just trying to impress the guy in the mirror, which is one of my fave slogans. Another one is depression can't hit a moving target. I love that one as well. Just these little, you know, when you kind of pep yourself up. Ooh, I'd like to see that. If you have Discord, I'd love to see that because I've been dabbling in some Iron Warriors myself. Grex, the Crux Terminatus box, hasn't arrived yet, and I panicked a little bit because the person who was sold me the box has listed another box of Crux Terminatus. So I messaged him and I was like, because one of the photos was the same photo they used for my listing. I was like, oh no, please don't cancel the delivery. And he's like, no, I'm selling a second one. Don't worry, your one's still on its way. So I was like, oh, okay, phew. So still waiting on that. But you can imagine my surprise when another box got listed on the same guy who gave it to me for cheap. Hey, Crux Terminatus! It's a good box if you can get it on discount. But I mean, even full price, like, well, I mean, let's be honest, you're wanting the ancient, really. It's the ancient that we all wanted. But yeah, I mean, as much as I wanted to get the second box, I don't think it's a good idea. I'm going to go for the Goblin stamps, guys. The stamping tools. They look really good. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Sounds like piracy. Well, yeah, because I mean, like, so the guy sold me the Terminatus box for 127 total, and it's a €200 box, and I got it for 127. So it's a big discount. So either he's getting it super cheap, which is possible because it's coming from Poland, and that's one of the cheapest places to get Warhammer, or he's reselling. Or he's trying to scam me somehow. But it's not possible to scam me unless I accidentally release the money through Vinted, which I won't do. So yeah, there's definitely a point, Noah, where you hit like critical mass of what you have, and you don't necessarily need any more. My issue is it's much improved now that I'm streaming and painting, so I'm getting so much more done. My issue is that Warhammer keep releasing stuff that I really like. That's the biggest issue that I have. But I found out something else as well. Conflict, what was it, 47? Was it Conflict? Yeah, Conflict 47 by Warlord Games. I've only just found out about them. It's like an alternate history World War II. So basically, it stays with World War II up until the first atomic bomb test. But the atomic bomb, instead of just being a successful weapons test, opens a rift to hell. So that immediately caught my interest. I haven't really looked at any of the models yet, but it's the same guys who do Bolt Action, which also looks interesting. KS! We're totally talking about you. Love the Jackals. I found a Jackals. Did you get the Jackals in the big Battle Force box where you got the new? I don't know what they are. The kind of corn marines that have multiple demons all up in their business. The big ones. Is it that box you got? Out of interest as well. If it is that, what are the name of the guys I'm trying to talk about? And do you think they'd look better with Terminator heads? Because I think they would. Also, the Chaos Spawn that you posted. The Chaos Spawn are amazing. They look a lot better. There's a nice amount of people chatting away in here now. It's a good day. It's a good day, guys. I get to be on here for 3 hours. It's a really good day. Okay. Trench Crusade. Yeah, there's a few pictures that keep rocking up on my Discord. I really like the chunky armored like soldier suits. They're pretty cool. And I know they released a plastic kit of Prussians, which look good because they've kind of got that Napoleonic. Ah, Noah. Thanks, dude. just for reference, in my attempt to still get in contact with YouTube about the Creator Academy, which I don't think I've been picked for, but what I did was, Night Noah, before you go, I've changed the, I've added some more membership ones. So I've added a 99 cents membership, and I've also added, I added a minimum one, a maximum one, and then a stupid one, and kept the $4.99 one. So next time, that will be 2 months membership. But also, thank you. I'm just giving you the info. Yes, Silver. The Discord's really nice because I have it on behind me, so I can just look over my shoulder and I can see the pictures being posted. It's become really handy. Jav Dabs! No way! Jav Dab, you son of a bitch. Is this the first time I've seen you this new year? I think it might be. Happy New Year, Jav Dabs. What did you get up to over Christmas and New Year's? Petty crime, no doubt, I'm sure. Hang on a second, then. You used the word a fan? What's this new development, then? What's this secret fan stuff you're talking about? I need more information, then. It has been a while, Jav Dabs. Hence my Jav Dabs! Jav Dabs, he likes hurting old ladies for Christmas. What's been going on? Then explain yourself about the fan thing, Jav Dabs. Tell me, what have you been doing? Funny thing is, Javdav, I thought a load of people from before Christmas haven't come back. Like, we've hardly seen Dark. I haven't seen Francois at all. I think Francois, he might have found himself a better streaming friend. I'm not sure I'm going to see him again. Which is a shame, because he gave me a lot of really good ideas. He was a real treasure trove of information. But yeah, we've been back. Oh, okay. I was going to say, do you see? I was all like, what was all this? I think I could like Trench Crusade, especially if their 3D prints can be printed in one piece, then... Yeah, then I don't know. I don't know where Francois is. I keep thinking back to the last time I spoke to him, because I don't know if I cheesed him off or what, but we might have lost Francois, which is a shame, because the guy had a lot of little tips. The thing is, we're at that point where having never had a sponsor in 12 years of YouTubing, I feel like whoever the first sponsor is, I'll just do that, frankly. And Trench Crusade, I don't know if they're small enough to want to support someone small themselves. I don't know. But it would be nice to get my hands on some of those Trench Crusade things. I mean, the lore interests me a lot. How there's just like a portal to hell on Earth. I've never played it. I don't even know what the starter set looks like, frankly. Thanks, Javdavs. Here's what they look like finished. One sec. We're just we've been painting a lot of new stuff, Javdavs. Let me give you an update. So Terminators, we've painted this so far this year. Painted this guy. We painted where is he? I don't know, I've lost it. We painted this guy. Painted this guy. What else have we painted? This guy. Gold is Retributor armor. There we go. So we've been busy. Yeah, it's Retributor armor gold. And then I wash it with Reichland Flesh Shade, then touch it up on certain parts with more Retributor gold, and then highlight in Runefang steel. That's the current gold. But the plan is to get some more colours on the go. I think I'm a little bit low on different types of pigment, different variety of colours. I feel like I can flesh that out a bit. But I'm going to GW on the 17th. So I'm going to treat myself to some more tubs of Reichland. Because that's... almost a catchphrase saying, "Where's my Reichland?" on this stream. So let's just clean that bit off. There we go. Stormcaster's Turnals. I'm not sure about the heads. Like the Death's Head mask. The heads, I'm not sure about the heads. I kind of would like them to have some like Teutonic Knight kind of Knight heads, you know? I'm not sure about the heads. The bodies, amazing. But the heads. I was thinking of maybe using them to try and make Thunder Warriors, but Thunder Warrior... Stormcaster are a bit too clean cut. Thunder Warrior is a bit more gruff and psychotic. But they have the lightning bolts on them, so that's what I was thinking. I could try and figure something out. I'd love to have some Techno Barbarians and some Thunder Warriors. I think that would be a lot of fun. I know GW will never release like a little mini box game of like Unification Wars, but I wish they would. Silver, yeah, we've had to be a bit secretive with that. So what you have to do is you have to petition the Lord of the Members. Oh no, that doesn't sound right. Lord of the Members sounds like Lord of the Wangs, doesn't it? you have to ask Ven for the code. The Wiener Lord himself. Yeah, Ven's got the code. I was putting it on every stream description, but then some automated nonsense got hold of it and was sneaking into the Discord. Just trying to screw stuff over, as per usual. That's what someone who did it would say. You're trying the old double bluff. Greco was causing some mischief. You son of a... Some people just want to screw over someone else's day. That's why I stopped playing Arc Raiders, frankly. I really liked it. Pew-pewing scary robots that would come and squish you in one hit. Yeah, I love that. But having to deal with... Some people just get a kick out of screwing other people over. I think that's why I'd be so tough on crime. Just because there will always be people who want to dick on random people, and then there's always people who just want to go about their day without getting a dick on them. What am I talking about? Yeah, of course, Grex. Yeah, by all means. Yeah, yeah, because either it's going to be some nonsense, or we're going to get some more pictures of models, which is always welcome. So I say we roll the dice on this one. Okay, so let me open it up, right? I like the, you know, like, they've got that, I want to say Gorget? What's the neck bit of armor? Is it Gorget? And it's, like, got teeth on it, right? Do you think you could just take out the angry head entirely? Or just paint them differently? I don't know. I feel like there's some opportunity for some... What if you just didn't have the head and the armor was just a massive mouth? What about if we did that? I don't know. I feel like maybe because these guys were going to be Red Butchers, so I kind of feel like I'm kind of thinking of getting the box. I don't know because we didn't get to do our Red Butchers, and I thought maybe they could be like something corny. Where are you, Jav? 40 degrees. Ah, man, that's lovely. It's we're currently sitting on minus 16 here. But Finland being amazing, I'm sitting here in my house in shorts and t-shirt. You gotta love Finnish insulation. Yeah, minus 16. Or was it 14? One of the two. Either way, the air freezes the front of your face. Yeah, the trouble is I mean, like, yeah, I kind of feel like I want to, because I think they might look really good in World Eater colors, you know, and then if you just slap them with gore, maybe in some way, shape, or form. I really like the paint scheme for the Horus Heresy World Eaters. I really like it. So I'm kind of I'm playing with the idea because it's a combination of factors. Really want to paint some old school Horus Heresy armor, and also these guys are not Red Butchers. And you know, I got 5 on a bargain, and I assembled the other 5 always with the intention. So maybe I might go that one. Plus they're discounted, and the other Battle Forces are not. So I don't think I want to buy a full price box set because it just doesn't feel as bargainy, you know. I don't know. I'm not sure. Right, gold almost done. But it's a nice problem to have, right? I love chewing over stuff like this. It's like you're buying stuff without actually spending the money. I love it. It's like the equivalent of whatever window shopping was. You know, you're just kind of chewing it over. Like, would I like that? I don't know why that's rewarding. Yeah, Silver, did you get your invite? Done. It's just the wrist. Yeah, that's where I was at. Isn't that the worst when you're doing like a specific color on loads of models and then you lose your spot? 8-bound, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Oh, thanks. I couldn't remember the name. Yeah, it's I want to say Gorestorm Slaughter Pack. I want to say that's the name of the battle force. But it's got like 9 of them, I think. The big chainsaw eat arm guy, who I think would be good if you painted him differently. And then I want to say two groups of jackals. I want to say, yeah, I think 8-bound. Yeah, I think they look a bit poo, but I'm not sure if it's the combination of how they're painted, or if you tweak certain bits. Like if their feet became hooves instead, maybe added a little bit more armor. I don't know. Let's try. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. There's your answer. It won't let me. Sorry, Grex. I tried, buddy. It's very much the art of the possible. The issue with going to a camera... So the benefits are you get to rock a new camera... And you can have like a high quality camera. You can change the angle. It can fit better on a screen. Get more detail, more view, right? That's the benefit. The problems with that, other than the financial, are the biggest problem is that I can't figure out OBS properly. The right streaming settings. I've never got it right ever in every attempt, and there's been a lot over the years. So yeah. The money torpedoes it, but even with the money, it's the technical side of it that I can't get right, and that's something I've really got to overcome because moving to an actual camera will be the way to go. I thought what would be a nice intermediate step is if you could have a camera that you plug into your phone, and then you just tell the phone to go stream now, you know. So I could use that camera plugged into my phone, but I don't even think that's an option. So there's certain logistics issues. Because I feel like that's the next step for us. My worry is that I'll have to stop live streaming before we even get to that point. Because I had a little bit of an existential crisis in bed. I was like, if something else comes along in real life, I might not be able to stream. And we've only just found it. like mid-October. Yeah, and I was like, oh no, I kind of like hobby concentrate. It's kind of good for me. Let's see what's going on in chat. Okay, that's that one done. I didn't get the Gore Storm box. Typically I spend 90 on multiple 8-pound boxes about 3 weeks before it announced. Yeah, don't worry about it. I feel you on that one. I can totally relate. I bought a Horrors of the Hive box specifically with the plan to resell it for seven extra euros. So I bought it. It arrived the day after it arrived. The day before it arrived at my house to resell it to this person. They released the Christmas Battle Force box, the November Battle Force box, and the person was like, "Oh, I don't want to buy it anymore." So I have an extra sprue. So it's going to be Noodle Tyrant number 3, and I don't even know what to do with the Carnifex because I've got old One Eye up here. So I've got my old One Eye. So I've got another Carnifex that I didn't need. So I haven't figured it, but I don't have a Tyranid on the go, which is quite alarming. I don't have a Tyranid being painted currently. It's dangerous. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, hang on, guys. I've got to go have a look at Discord. One sec. One sec, guys. I got to go have a look at the... They've just posted the big guys. Yeah, okay. They are way better than the GW ones have painted them. They're really nice. The way you've blended, KS, the way you've blended the reds and the fleshes together on the arms, that's delicious. That's definitely way better than the GW ones. Yeah, they're really good. So, hang on, let me check the feed. Okay, so, right. Some really good things about KS, what he's done. So the white boots are amazing. And I feel with those models, right, so it's true, the heads, you can't just make the Gorget a mouth easily. I think the heads could stay, but the way you've painted it reassures me that the heads can be done well. Now, one thing I would completely change is the backpacks. I'd completely change those, and I might increase the amount of armor they're wearing, maybe, but the backpacks would be entirely changed. It's a good paint job. If you're on my Discord, have a look. Yeah. I tell you something as well, the amount of photos appearing on the Discord is really nice now. I fire it up before a live stream, and there's always images to look at now. It's really nice. I just need to show some love to the OGs on the Discord who are here for the gamies. I feel a bit bad that I haven't got back to the games, but I'm waiting on equipment. I need a new mic, and I need to set the gamey stuff up, and I need the editor as well. So, art the possible, guys. Hey, let me know if me saying I want this, me want that is annoying. It's just it's like window shopping of the mind, but if it bugs you guys, I can just stick to talking about painting. I'm fine with that. It's just something I just like chatting about it. But I can see how it's always annoying. The backpack, I don't like it. And also, I just noticed on the left-hand one, on both of them, they've got a chain between those spikes. That looks like it's fiddly as hell to paint as well. So, but the way you've painted yours is way better than the GW ones. Stream record? What's stream record? In a perfect world, what I'd like to do is stream on my PC with a camera that's got a wider angle on it. So like essentially the camera could be like further away and it encompasses like both the whole area, because then we could like set up a little bit of scenery and roll some dice. You know, that would be nice to have a wider angle. But it's, you know, art possible, guys. It's baby steps. But it's nice to have multiple fronts. You know, we got currently got the creator camp thing. We're not snuffling after any sponsors, but multiple fronts is progress that I want. Some kind of progress in some direction, and we've got it. And in the meantime, we get to sit and chat, and it's just thanks, guys. It's really nice getting to hang out and actually practice talking. Oh, coffee. One sec. Yeet. Oh, hang on. There's two types. 8-bound and exalted 8-bound. I don't know the difference. Also, there's a razorback I need to look at. I'll be right back. Hang on. I'll be real quick. I don't see a picture of a razorback, Jab Dabs. Okay, so is the exalted the bigger one, or is it just the when they're holding their weapon they're 8-bound, but when they have weapons meshed into them they're exalted? I guess that's right, actually. Before Venno's Nurgle vehicle? No, I should get up. Okay, I'm going to get up again. Sorry, I've got to get up again because I want to see this. I feel like I owe Jav Dav to scroll up a little bit more. I'm not going to insist to sit down just yet. Hang on. Razorback. Why can't I see it? Jack Dab, that's too big an ask, dude. And just Javdavs. I just scrolled up for loads and loads and loads. We were going back before Christmas, and I couldn't see the Razorback. Are you sure you posted it with me? Yeah, I could see how that'd be a bit confusing, KS. It confused me. KS, you paint a lot, dude. Do you have like some kind of channel? Are you doing the old hobby combine shenanigans like I am? Out of interest. But Javdavs, you'll have to repost the. You have to repost the Razorback. I couldn't find it. I gave it a good go scrolling up. I gave it a good go, Javdavs. An effort was made. That's another thing with being at the computer. I would be able to not have to walk across the room to get to Discord. That's another perk. But again, it's the main one isn't so much the money. It's the lack of technical expertise. I think that's the one that's going to really scupper me because I never succeeded in setting it up right. And the thing is, you've only got to succeed in setting it up once, and you can just replicate it. But oh, did you put a connect? I'm gonna have to go. If Grex has gone to the effort to show me where it is, and Javdav's gone to the effort of posting it, I've got to go to the effort to walk across the room. This is what, time number 5? Take a look. Oh, okay, it's part of a little picture. I like how the missile is pointing at the Marine coming out of his hatch. Like it's got... Razorbacks are nice... Razorbacks are nice vehicles. They are nice vehicles. Also, guys, so first things first, yeah, the Razorback is a nice looking Razorback. I really like it. That's going to be a real treat to paint. Look forward to seeing it painted. And the other thing is, for those of you that don't know, the only analytic that I can't stop watching is the real-time 48 hours view count, right? That's what I really like. I thought it was meant to be Marine and hatch or missile attachment, not necessarily both, but I think that might be my mistake. So anyway, the real-time 48-hour views, right? So in the last 48 hours, it's been quite a busy time. We're on something on like 16,000 views in the last 48 hours, which for me is amazing. But in the last hour alone, we got an 1,851 views in an hour, and that hasn't happened. It hasn't happened in years, so that's really nice. So thank you. I don't know what on earth I've done, but that's really nice. I couldn't believe my eyes. Yeah, 1,851 in 1 hour. That's a lot. I know it's not a lot in the grand scheme, but again, running my own race, you know, it impressed me. And if I'm just trying to impress me, then I've impressed myself. Does that make sense? Yeah, rule of cool. Exactly. Yeah. So for that reason, I think it should be kept that way, Javdavs. I agree with Grex that the rule of cool, like if it works, if you like it, do it. And that's why I would slice down the 8-bound and exalted 8-bound. Do you know what I would do? I would want to assemble them more exalted 8-bound, but could you just say if you were playing in a game, just like, hey, look, I know these have been built like exalted 8-bound, but I just want them to be 8-bound. Is that okay for our game? Because then you still get to use your models and then build them the way you like. Sorry, Grex. My wife says the same thing. Unfortunately, if I let it, I will just tear myself down. And I have an extra voice in my head, which is this guy who sounds like me, but he can't stand me, and he just tears me down if I let him. Sometimes if I'm tired, he gets on my case. I know that sounds like split personality. I know that sounds like I'm mental. But I don't know why it is, but the voice in my head does not like me. So sometimes it creeps out. So sorry about that. Does anyone else have that? Because I know some people don't have that internal monologue. I know some people don't have that, but yeah, I do, and he's a ruthless bugger. But the main thing, the best thing to do is keep busy. Keep busy. That's why this is great. So I'm listening to music. I'm talking to you guys. I'm painting models. It's really nice. Like, I'm not even thinking. It's just fun. But yeah, sorry. It creeps out. I'll stop. I didn't realize it was happening. Beep, beep. Did I just go beep, beep? I think I did. What was that remind me of? Hey, has anyone watched? It reminds me of Beep Beep Georgie. There's a TV series of it on one of the many streaming services. Has anyone watched that? What's it called? Welcome to Derry or something? No, it's good. It's your brain trying to make you better no matter what. That's a... Oh, Francois! No way! We were talking about you. Greco, that's a really nice sentence you put together there. It's your brain trying to make you better. That's a really nice angle to look at it from. I really like that. That's really, really nice. But also, Francois! No way! Francois, we were talking about you. In just this stream, I was saying I was expressing concern that we had lost you for a better streaming friend, and that it was a shame because you had like consistently given good advice and had tips for us all. But it turns out you are here, which is amazing. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you. I finally looked up the Goblin stamping plates. They look bloody amazing. If they do even half of what they show on their little videos and pictures, then they're still well worth the money. And, of course, it's all about the ultimate set, not the starter set. Thank you very much for the tip, Francois. I will be getting those at the end of the month because I think they will be amazing. So thank you for the tip. Very much appreciated. Happy you're back. I think I chopped off more shoulder blade than anything. It's okay. Yeah, happy you're here, Francois. We got Jeff Dav, Francois, and Grex back in. It's amazing. Although I think Grex showed up in a couple of earlier streams briefly. Oh yeah, he did. He came on. Was it yesterday or the day before to tell him that he's mad at me, and then left. So yeah, Grex was here earlier, but man, everyone's showing up. What a treat! What an absolute treat. What have you been up to, guys? What have you been painting? There's been a lot of talk about Chaos Exalted. I don't even knew there was 8-bound and Exalted 8-bound, but now I do. We were talking about Razorbacks. What else were we talking about? I've forgotten. We've been talking Trench Crusade. We found some Chaos Spawn proxies, or I haven't found, but Chaos has found some very good Chaos Spawn proxies. And also, hang on, did we figure out if Trench Crusade give you or sell you the STL files for their minis? I can't remember. Did we talk about that? I was curious about that. It's nice that I thought Francois had left forever. We just need Dark to come back today, pop on and be even better. Francois is back. Oh, I tell you what, I have assembled him. I've got him up on a shelf above me. He's a real treat to make, a real treat. Some models are hard, like the Saturnine Terminators, and anything of the Horus Heresy Mechanicum is difficult. But the Lion, he's a real treat to build. Yeah, he's a real treat. Figuring out the getting the greens right on him is a different story entirely. But yeah, he's a nice model to build. I enjoy making him. I think him and Rabuti are going to be my first ones. I feel confident now that we had that success with the blues with this guy. We had a semi-success with the blues. I feel more confident about painting an ultramarine. Maybe I should paint an ultramarine before Rabute, just to make sure, rather than going straight in. Or maybe we should just get him and assemble him. We'll have to assemble him. The other ultramarines are already assembled. It's a nice problem to have. Who to paint next? Ironically, I don't own a Razorback. I don't own any vehicles because weathering is a nightmare. And then if you look up about weathering and you see other people's weathering, you're like, I've never even come close to that. And you kind of psych yourself out. I think it's just a case of going for it. That's why I'm going Nurgle vehicles first. Because Nurgle, you can get away with mucking stuff up a bit. Because it's Nurgle, you know? I did paint over it, but I know it's there. I should just clean them off. This one's a small one. I thought I could just get away with it, but no, I'm going to clean it off. I feel better for doing it. It's always important to never leave those. If you see one, just clean it off there and then. Don't wait for it. Go back to it because you always forget. That's that would sum up Nurgle for me. Yep. Nurgle is the fart that makes you ask yourself, did I just shit my pants? That's Nurgle. Oh, I almost broke that mace then. This is the last model of... Oh, no, it's not the last model of gold trim. There's another one. All I've been doing is gold trim. You know what? Maybe I take a little break from gold trim after this one. I was kind of leaning against doing batches, but then I realized that figuring out color schemes is so stressful. I don't necessarily want to do that in every stream. There's just times where I just want to relax and paint. So I think a mix is good. Sorry about the not horizontal format, Grex. It is something I would like to change. I didn't want to sound like I wasn't willing to change it. I would if I could. I just realised that I said the same thing in different words as Greco about the tooting. Literally, I said the same thing, just phrased it different. Chat's gone quiet. It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to talk, guys. I might go 2 headphones and then I'll be alright. There we go. Night, Rex. Catch you later, buddy. Catch you later. See you around at some point. Hopefully. Hey, Venno. You just missed Greg. Greg's gone off to bed. And I think Francois has been called away to do something with the dogs. He disappeared. Jav Dav's gone. He wanted me to look at the Razorback and now he's run off. Don't know what's going on. So I'm just continuing with gold trim. I'm starting to feel like I've done too much gold trim. Oh yeah, I've definitely done too much gold trim. I'm going to take a break from gold trim after this guy. Jav Dabs! Sorry, bud. I thought you'd gone. Don't worry, Jav Dabs. Absolutely fine. Don't you worry. You don't have to be here all the time. I kind of what I want is background noise. Even if there's just one person chatting, it's enough. It's enough for the conversation of the holy trinity of multi-hobby to be fulfilled. So don't you worry about being absent. It's fine. It's only because multiple people went quiet. That's all. It doesn't matter if it even does happen that way. It's fine. So I'll just shut my gob and crack on with the painting. Right, that's done, right? I know. Both wrists need doing. Just put a little bit on there. Oh shit, I just realised it's Friday. I just realised it's a Friday today. Ooh. Potential for double streaming today. I only just realised that. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Ah, KS! Isn't that the best thing ever, KS? Like how you can animate your models. I love it, right? I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing. What I don't like is that, yeah, it's free, but then if you want to use it in any kind of volume, friggin' Elon Musk wants you to pay, what, 31 euros a month? Well, come on, Mr. Musk. I mean, it's a bit greedy, don't you think? 31 a month. I could fire back up both my EVE Online accounts for that, sort of. Certainly one. One and some Plex, at least. It's like, that's a lot. I mean, yeah, your AI thing's really good, but 31 a month. Mr. Musk, how much money do you need at this point, frankly? How much more do you need? So yeah, I won't be getting the premium. I hate subscription-based stuff. I like to just own the thing. Okay, done. You know, I'm gonna He-Man it and gold the last one, because then that's all 10 with the first layer of gold on. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna focus. Why does the brightness keep adjusting? Come on, auto brightness, don't do that. Bugger. That's quite a mould line there on that shin. I think I'm going to clean that because that's a serious mould line. There's a skull in there that I haven't painted. I'm going to get some Morn Fang on there whilst I see it. Oh, my Discord monitor's going to go on standby. Hang on, I've got to go refresh that. KS, if I can paint, if I do end up going exalted, right? If I manage to paint their faces half as good as yours, I'd be properly pleased with myself. They're so good. Oh, they're really well done. I bet you're pleased. Surely you must be pleased. I hadn't even considered doing double live stream today, but I mean, it's potentially possible. It is Friday night after all. Oh, I'm kind of tempted. I might aim for it. I've got it. I haven't played it. But there's a bit of an issue with me in games at the moment, Javdavs. I've kind of, as of today, promised myself that I won't play games until I can combine them, do hobby combine. Basically, with this being painting, live streaming, and social, I want to combine playing games with recording. So what I'm going to tell myself is, whenever I get to play a game, it will be a recorded game for a video. And that way, I'll be super excited to record anyway. But as a hobby combine, that's the only time I will be playing. So, I've got this combining hobbies is really time efficient, and I really like it. So I've kind of done that now. So I don't have the opportunity to just sit and veg out to a game for hours on end. It's got to be more to it than that. I've got to combine it. So yeah, but I mean, everything I've heard about it, I've heard it's like an award-winning, outstanding game, is what I've heard. And that it hits you in the feels as well. That's also what I've heard. What's your favourite thing about it, Javdavs? Well, what else? What more could you possibly want from a game? You know, what else could you possibly want? Done. A little bit on the leg there. Shoulder and this bit. You know what? I'm going to do all those skulls gold because they look good gold. Well, that's another big positive. I was looking at games yesterday, and it's been a while since I've played Manor Lords. So I'm thinking that I kind of want to go in and play that again, because with all the updates, it might have... because it's good, it just needed a little bit more meat on its bones. And then there's I was reading one of the illustrated Harry Potter books to the kids yesterday, and I noticed the drawing of I want to say it's Azkaban. It's a prison, and it's a really cool tower design in the book. And I was like, hey, I could get back on my friend's Minecraft server that I've built loads of stuff on and I haven't used in ages, and I could build that tower, but I have to combine it with recording. Hang on, I've totally got off track. Have you noticed that happens a lot? Like, we start talking and I'll be totally off track in no time talking about something. I can't even remember the original point. Why was I talking about Azkaban? We're talking about games. That was it. Yeah. Games I want to pick up. Now, the same friend whose Minecraft server is that, the other friend who's on that Minecraft server, he's super into Elite Dangerous. And they're now talking in the little WhatsApp group that us three are in about Elite Dangerous. Now, I played Frontier Elite 2 on the Amiga 600, and I was obsessed with it. And a lot of the ship names are the same. However, I'm 2 DLCs behind on Elite Dangerous, and apparently it's got quite a learning curve to it. So it's like, I don't have the time to sit down and learn that without it being combined with something else, you know? So it's a little bit of a toughie. But games are great. I love games, especially games where I have to outthink an opponent. Uh, Personally, for me, it's grand strategy, and real time strategy. I love playing against human players. I love it. I love the random stuff they can cook up. I really, really like it. What I'd really like, an idea I've been kicking about is, for years now, I've got a lot of the Total War games, and what I'd like to do is just do a one-on-one army fight versus someone else. And like, I went onto Total War Warhammer 3, and I made an army of what current Warhammer stuff I've got painted, and I'd love to do that. And I kind of think that Total War. I'm getting mixed up. Total War Warhammer 3 and Total War 40k, when it comes out, will be a great opportunity to see models animated that you might want to get, or paint schemes, and also you can field your units that you have. And I think it's a nice link between playing games and painting models. I really hope it's good. But I know that it's going to drop and it's going to be a €60 game, so I've got to kind of start saving a little bit here and there for that. Right, I think this is golded. Right, we don't want the golds. But we've got a lot more gold. Maybe we should just go ahead and use a little bit of that on something else. I know I just said I was done with gold, but part of me thinks maybe we could... What about this guy? He seems quite important. What if he was standing on a El Dorado City of Gold base? What if he was just... What if we just use up the rest of this gold on this base? Huh? What if we just do that? You know? Because, you know, I don't like to waste... I have two concerns. One is I won't be able to run it. That's one concern, because I'm rocking laptops, not desktops, and RAM prices. Building a PC's out the window. So cooling of the laptop is an issue, because it went super hot with Warhammer 3. Because I got it when Warhammer 3 released, and it ran really hot. That's concern number one. Well, no, that's the only concern actually. And the other concern being a €60 game. But I have real concerns that I'm not going to be able to run it. And if I was to be 100% honest, I don't think I am going to be able to run it. I might be able to do, like, I don't know. I don't know. It will. I know it's going to be pretty hungry on the old graphics. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And the thing is, with all the other Warhammer games, there's loads of DLCs as well. Yeah, it's my fault, because I started using AI 2 days ago, 3 days ago. That's why RAM is high. And like, here's the thing, right? So the AI's eaten up all the RAM and bumped up the RAM prices, so I can't get RAM. And then to use the AI in any kind of meaningful amount, you have to pay €30 a month, or 300 and something euros for the year. Like, why are we getting the shit end of the stick on both of those? A Steam Deck to do what? You're streaming right now? If you're streaming, Jav Davs, we can do something where we stream at the same time. Can we not? You are streaming, Jav Davs. Okay, so yeah, so I suck ass at networking and all that jazz. But if we're both on here now streaming, we could, from what I understand, we can link them in some way. From what I understand, in my rather limited understanding. Steam Deck for... Oh, Steam Deck, not Stream. Steam. The Steam handheld thing. Sorry, I read Stream, not Steam. My bad. It looks alright for certain games. Like, it looks like a nice handheld, but then there's like the bargain version and then the OLED version, from what I understand. I'd never get one though. I can't combine it. I can't hobby combine it. Okay, gold. I think I'd probably get if I was to choose though, if you gave me the money to get a Steam Deck, I'd probably get a Switch beforehand. Oh, or would I? Because those games don't get discounted, the controllers don't get discounted. Do I want to really wade into that mess that is the stream, the Nintendo Switch? Maybe I don't. What do we think? Should we start this guy? Ah, Jeff Dabs. I love it when I hear stories about that, where you get a little discount from a connection. Because I don't have connections. The nearest connection I had was my wife's mum worked at this luxury hotel that had like a spa that you could drink beers in. And we used to get that cheaper price. Like a luxury out in the countryside, lovely hotel. And we got that for, like I said, we got the nicer rooms for the cheaper price. Like our room had a jacuzzi in at one time we stayed there. But now that connection's gone. So when I hear about people getting bargains through connections, like Master has a connection, but he doesn't get discount Lego, despite the fact that his mum works at Legoland. But yeah, I love it when people have stuff like that. I think it's really nice to hear. Should we begin this guy? And if so, what I was thinking of doing with this guy, right? I was thinking of like taking a photo, or if I turn off one light source, choosing what angle I want, right? And then basically, if I had it like that, I would do all the dark recesses, like we did with the Beastman. Do you remember the Beastman we painted? Where is he? I have no idea. But what I'm thinking is like we choose an angle and then we do all the recesses dark, and then all the light surfaces something else. But then make him kind of look mystically. I'm thinking something like that. We don't necessarily want to go that way because then, but something like that could work. The question is colours. So it's chaos, sorcery. Your connection is someone called Robin Walker. Would people who are like big Steam or TF2 fans know that name? Because that's a great connection if it is. Because Team Fortress 2 is massive, or at least it was. I don't know if it still is now. The mold lines on this guy they're just brutal. Look at that one. Okay, I think we're going to go with this guy, but we need to decide on colours. That's for sure. What colours? What colours say winds of magic? Winds of warp magic. I think I've got to grab out the cool box of colours for this one. I think we're going to need to do it. We're going to need to have a rummage. I mean, maybe if he was kind of like the lighter surfaces were, because we just been talking about those Exalted 8-bound, and he really KS blended the flesh tones with red really well. But we've been painting a lot of red, so maybe we could try some unholy mix of flesh mixed with something else. Maybe that. Right, cool box of paints. You. Javdav, thanks for chatting, bud. Thanks for stopping by. I will catch up with you some other time, buddy. Much appreciated. I will figure this Chaos Lord out. And I'll see you again soon, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's really appreciated. What about something like some really bright blue? Maybe. I had a small success with the blues, so maybe we could try something with that. Oh, hello, look at this shade. That's something I've not used. Tyran Blue. Maybe. What we got? Cantor, Layer, Old Off Guard Blue? Maybe. Night Gaunt Gloom? Calgar Blue? That's a lot of different blues. We have been having some success with blues. Well, no, tell a lie. We've had many failures and one success. However, I feel confident we should give it a go. All right, we're going to go blues. I've got this really old game colour turquoise that we can maybe... It's still wet. We can. I don't even know who makes those, but we can give that a go. Add that to some for the mix. Okay. We've got a plan. So I want to do the blue super bright. And I think mixing it with flesh is not so good. Maybe we can do... What's the complementary colour to blue? Orange. But we did orange on the Beast Man. So... Maybe we just get it blocked. I kind of don't want to do orange, but orange could be red and yellow. So... Well, I definitely want to do blue. That's for sure. So, let's turn off this light and mark up the blues. It's a nice blue. Right, big brush because it's light. I need something a little bit less accurate. Oh, we've got a mould line on the back of the staff. That's pretty bad. Right, so I reckon we go with this angle. What do you think? I think that's good. I think maybe that brush is a bit big for this job. Let's go with this one. We could just do this blue on these bits and then just paint him normally on the rest. Ooh, so it could just be blue light. That could work, potentially. Okay, that's all light areas marked. So if we turn it, we'll see what isn't marked, which is quite a lot. That could work. That could definitely work. Maybe blue in the recesses and then yellow. What's the complementary colour to orange, right? I think yellow would probably work better. We got options. We got options. Right, that's drying. Let's pick up something else. Reichland? Oh, yeah, Reichland right away. How do you do light skin cold? Okay, so my first issue with that is I'm not sure what light skin cold is. I assume light skin cold is like pale, sickly skin. Would I be right? Is it sickly or is it just pale? I feel like it's not got a lot of sun skin, right? I can crack a model out right now and we can give it a go. If we can figure out, if you can explain to me what it is and I understand you, then we can give it a go. Pale. So it's pale like bluish, like sickly. Okay, let's give it a go right now. I'll just finish inking this guy real quick. Burp. Right, we need a face. Let's find one. I'm pretty sure I've got some practice models somewhere. Here we go. So, this guy's purple, but we can fix that. We can use him as a practice. So first we go Corax white, get rid of all of this purple so it's not showing up anymore, cover enough of him so that we can give the flesh a good show, good presentation space. Okay, give that a moment to dry. Whilst he's drying, I'm going to continue Reichlanding. What I'm thinking is like, let's get the flesh tones sorted out. So I'm thinking Wraithbone. I'm thinking using a blue ink in there. I'm going to go with Nighthaunt Gloom, right? And I'm going to get a flesh colour anyway. That's way too warm, isn't it? That's what way too warm a flesh colour. However, if all my Bugmans weren't destroyed, I'd give one of those a go, but I'm not going to do that. So it needs to have some flesh. Oh, hello. I'm going to take Tau Ochre. A smidge of Tau Ochre. I know it's very, very dark, but I think a combination of those will work out. That's what I'm thinking. And we see if we can't do something pale. I'm probably going to go paler than Wraithbone. I think I'm probably going to mix in a little bit of Troll's Teeth as well. So we're going to go very pale. But I think it's more about getting that like almost bluish tint in the recesses. That's what I'm thinking. Off the top of my head, this is all purely theory at this point. I'm thinking I might go double stream today, guys. I know I'll be tired tomorrow. because the kids will still wake up early. But it is Friday, and I feel like doing streaming by halves is. I think you've got to go for it. I don't think you should. And when I think about this week alone, how much progress we've made with the painting, it's hard to believe that it's just been a week. Well, it's not even been a week, has it? It's been 3 days. Which reminds me, I need to record the hours. Like, the amount of painting progress is just brilliant. Alright, then. When you get back, I'll continue the skin colour. Alright, okay. Let's just check the white. It's ever so slightly wet still. I'll be honest, you were back a lot quicker than I thought you were going to be. I thought I had more drying time. Right, let's go to the flesh. So, what I'm thinking is... First thing I'm thinking is recesses. Hey, Il. Which one? The most recent one? If it was the most recent one, it was dark. We tried to give away a prize yesterday, but 3 people, in their immense kindness, refused the prize, which I thought was amazing. But yeah, the last one that we gave away successfully was darkness. But I haven't heard from him since he won, because I already had his details. So I sent him the prize and said congrats, but I haven't actually spoken to him since. So who knows? Who knows how that's going? I'm going to put Tau Ochre and Nightgaunt Gloom. Well, he can do what he wants with it. He won. No, I'm not. I'm going to put Night Gaunt Gloom on the model. With some water. More water. Because you want some blue in the recesses, but not a shed load, in theory. I'll be honest, watered down Night Gaunt Gloom looks quite nice. Okay, step 1. Water down Night Gaunt Gloom in the recesses. I'm going to start mixing the flesh tones now on the palette. So I'm going to go with Tau Ochre with some Night Gaunt Gloom mixed in. It's quite a muddy colour. You know what, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put that on with the Tau Ochre still wet. With the Night Gaunt Gloom still wet, I'm going to put this on. And it's going to come out really dark, but it's just the base. So I'm not going to completely destroy the recesses, but I am going to blend it with them. The idea being that I'm just going to go for a hint of pure Night Gloom. Just a smidge here and there. Okay, jury's still out on that. Let's let it dry. The next layer, I think, will be majority Wraith Bone with a smidge of Tau Ochre. Right, whilst I'm waiting for him to dry, what I should have done is I should have started a little paint color test at the same time I started the stream, because then I could run that. It's drying whilst I'm doing something else as well. That would have been a good idea. I should have done that. I like that idea. I should remember to do that. Start a paint color choice thing and getting painting done. That would be a good mix. I wish I'd thought of that, actually. That would have been handy a couple of hours ago. What's that, guys? What's that you say? Pay more Reichland? Okay, all right. God, you guys are insatiable for the Reichland, eh? Fair enough. I feel like maybe I kind of want this to... Yeah, I'll Reichland a little bit and then it will be dry by then. Oh, no, I'm going to go for it, actually. Reichland, be gone. Let's put this next layer on. I don't want it to be too... Is it just me, or is this looking more green than pale? The Tau Ochre and the Night Gloom is more greeny than bluey. Looks a bit mucky. I think I can clean it up a bit. But if this doesn't work out, at least we gave it a go. And, oh, okay. Still a little wet in places. Let's let it dry. Okay, let's stick with the current plan. Wraith bone only. I was kind of hoping it for it to be a little bit more blue in the recesses, so I might go back in with something a little bit more bluey. Trying to do the eyes with a massive brush. I want to give it a go. It's too creamy. I need to be more blue in the recesses, but not crazy blue, just like a little bit watered down, just in the little bits here and there. It's too creamy white. I was looking for more bluey white. Okay, let that sucker dry again. I love this chain fist. It's so nice. I think it's such a nice design. No worries, KSI. We're almost at the 3-hour mark anyway. I don't like to announce that because people tend to leave before the end, and I like to have the blue tack reveal of how many people are watching, how many likes and views, and all that jazz. I shouldn't announce it, but right before the end. we're trying to do pale cold flesh. And so far, I'm not doing too well. There's that. I've got that so far, but I feel like I need to blue it in some way. But I don't think with drying times I'm going to get to the end result I was trying for before the end of the stream. Then really put me on the spot with his request. Getting the right colours is toughy. I feel like more pigments is the way to go. If you have more, I think if you have more variety. And I also think having your colours on display in front of you so you can readily access what you have to help you chew over what you've got. I just thought like it was a vanity thing to have your paints on display. But no, having them in some kind of order so you can chew over what you've got and how you can mix what with what, I think is important. And also I've discovered that it's about having it on display, but also having a combination of Army Painter. And I think, here's the thing, right? I just realised this. If you have a combination of Army Painter and Warhammer paints mixed well together, what's to stop you from using other companies' paints as well? Because you might find another combination that works. Like, you don't have to just stick with GW. Maybe there's another paint that works well with Army Painter, for example. Or maybe there's two other ones we don't even know about that work better together. Your brain can't deal with clutter. Behold! My paint setup. Behold, KS. Does that look pretty to you? Is that organized? I won't show... Oh, a little bit of organization there, sort of. Oh. What about my cool box paint storage container? Have you seen in there? It's a cool box full of paints. I won't do that to you. I won't show you that. I don't want to melt your mind. But yeah, my paint accessibility and my shelving in this cupboard in general is pretty bad. There you go. See, look, exactly what I mean. Yeah, mixing combinations of paints from different companies. It's not about brand loyalty. It's about getting the best coverage for what you do. And you guys, you should probably listen to KSI when he talks, because I've seen this friggin' exalted 8-bound guys. You should listen when he speaks, because they are gorgeous. If you're in the Discord, have a look, because they are really nice. They are seriously pretty painting. Sorry. Is it that I've dumped the models in amongst the paints? Is that what set you off? Like, these are the ones I'm currently painting. Is that the issue? That they're just kind of in? But I'm doing better than Ven. Storage-wise. Paint display. Yeah, paint display would be useful. But, I mean, if you just had a bit of wood and you know your size of your GW paints and you know your size of your Army Painter paints, you could just drill a hole and you could make shelves that way really quickly. Oh, 15% battery. Luckily, we're not out of time. Right, I feel like it's no risk, no reward. I'm gonna, with a very watery blue, it was supposed to be what was the name of it, Venno? Pale stale blue. I'm gonna try shade Tyran blue, watered down extremely. I'm gonna try that. Really watered down Tyran blue. Sink or swim time. And I'm going to water it down loads. Oh. So clearly the Nighthorn gloom has made a resurgence there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my t-shirt right now. No, it's not meant to be dead flesh. Okay. It's by no means perfect. It's supposed to be pale Viking skin, but I've got more creamy undead mess. So then, now we know what to shy away from. It's It's this bit specifically. It's not very good. I wouldn't use it, buddy. I wouldn't use it. But now we know. Nighthawk Gloom mixed with a little bit of Wraithbone with Tau Ochre, and then Wraithbone, and then a little bit of... I mean, the blue ink didn't really work because there's still wet night gloom gone on there. In the arm, in there, there's a little puddle in there. See that? There's a little bit of the grey still. It hasn't worked so much. Flesh tones, man. Really difficult to do. Okay, let's... hang on 1 second, I've got to get my pen. No, KS, the point is that it's not warm, KS. That was the whole point. We were going for cold, not warm. That's what we were going for. That's what we were going for. We're going for cold. Pen. But KS might have some tips for that as well. I'm sure you guys can take it up in the Discord if you have the spare moment. Appreciate the question though, Ven. I appreciate the prompt to try and figure something out. That was pretty useful. So we're on 997. We're on 977. We're now on 974. That's pretty good going. That's 26 hours live streaming so far this year. That feels pretty good. Right, blue tack off. Bob, bob, bob. 6 and 10. Oh, and they had a donation as well. Thank you very much. Who sent it? Noah. Thank you, Noah. Appreciate that. That's really nice of you. I can't think of a bigger. Well, I can actually. A pretty big compliment is to be like, hey, look, like what you're doing. Here's some money. I think that's a big compliment, and I think like another equally good compliment is someone taking the time to help you out with something. I can't think of better compliments than someone either giving their time or giving their money to help you progress, you know? So I appreciate that, Noah. I know you're not here, but I just want to say thank you. Oh yeah, KS, yeah, I've hit the limit. It's what is it, Groks, I forget. But you can only make so many a day, but I'm getting a real kick out of animating my minis. I'm getting a real kick of getting the AI do stuff with them, because it changes them a little bit, which I thought was a good thing for kit bashing when I saw it. And it changes the colours a little bit, which I also like. So it's kind of like nice. And I'm getting a bit carried away with it, but I'm unchecking the notify subscribers button. So I'm not spamming people with it, but I like spamming myself with it. So, oh, what's no? Is that another one? Is that another AI thing? I've got a pen. I'm going to write that down. Do you know any others? Because Groks has a limit, and I've hit it. So if I can just use other ones for free, then... Okay, awesome. I will take a look. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, cool. I appreciate that tip. That's really handy. Thank you, guys. Like, what... I mean, it's felt like I've been sitting here 10 minutes. It does not feel like I've been sitting here 3 hours. And it feels like a nice little... It feels like a holiday. I can't get over... I never would have assumed that live streaming felt nice like this. I'm definitely hooked, without a doubt. You couldn't do it as often as I am and not be hooked, frankly. I have to look at... I use 2 or 3. Okay, cool. Yeah, the new one, you can use it for free, but it's got a limit of so many a day and within certain times as well. It's not the best, but it's still free, so I don't mind there being some restrictions. Guys, I got to go get the munchkins, so thanks again. And maybe I'll see you this evening. If I feel like I'm Superman, I'm going to try and aim for an evening stream as it's Friday. But yeah, all right, guys. Thanks so much. I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.